In the 1970s, the far right were a phenomenon that the first leader of the CRE, David Lane, hoped to eradicate.
They have this evil racial violence now, and it is that is most urgent to stamp out.
30 years on, the far right have become a slick political machine. The British National Party fielded 357 candidates at this year's council elections, more than ever before. In the 80% white constituency of Dagenham and Barking, a government minister claimed that 80% of the voters here considered supporting the BNP. That's more than anywhere else in the country. In this area, the race relations industry is losing the battle against the far right. The people answering the race relations questions here are the BNP.
I believe that the disillusionment of this whole setup on the race relations is actually making people here in Britain feel they're left out. And consequently, this is sending people to us that normally wouldn't vote for us. They're actually feeding people towards us because of their political correct madness.
The race relations industry has never reached out to the white working classes, but it is they who mostly share neighbourhoods with minorities. There's no sign of any community cohesion programmes here, and the only white community groups I can see are the pubs. The BNP use this one for meetings. I've got to admit, I do feel a little bit apprehensive about going into this pub. I feel like Daniel going into the lion's den and searching around for divine protection. But as I've said all along, we've got to listen to white working class communities, even if they've got views which we don't like or feel are unpalatable, because good race relations is about dialogue. And that's what I'm here to do, to listen. I'm not sure how I'll be received. There's even a gollywog behind the bar. We're going to be limited into... Do you feel you can talk about race as freely as I can?
No. If not you particularly, but if another ethnic minority come up to me and started mouthing me, and I was to mouth back at them, I'll get dumped for racism, and that's not fair.
Do you feel? Was you born it?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Right. Yeah. If you're a white working class bloke,
you're getting undercut.
You have got no option but to vote BNP.
If race relations bods came down to pubs like this, then the BNP would not be able to get away with spreading misinformation to those who feel they have no voice. Such as the Africans for Essex myth, that Africans are paid £32,000 to move into the area by Hackney Council.
With all respect to you, the influx of coloured people around this area has like gone tenfold within like the last 18 months to 2 years.
Last 2 years?
Yeah. Now, like, what bugs me is the fact that, like, I've got a 32-year-old daughter that's still living at home, and where she's been on a council list and trying to get a council house, and you get other people that are being offered money.
Where did you find out about the council giving money to people to move into the areas?
It's a well-known thing. It's either in the press or it's like through BNP bits and pieces and whatever may be.
This is not true, and I see this as part of an orchestrated campaign that breeds racism and is spread through leaflets like this that pander to people's fear of change. Where's the race relations industry when you need them? I feel really good about the conversations that I've had. Will people change their minds? I'm not sure, but that isn't really my issue. What is an issue is that if you're going to do race relations in this country, it needs to be hammered out and dealt with in these places, as well as in the lofty places of power. No race relations experts are nailing the BNP. I think I've done enough of listening. It's now time for me to do the talking. Is it true that Hackney Council is giving £30,000 to Africans to buy houses? Is that true?
It's true. What it was is that Hackney, Tower Hamlets and Newham are giving people finances on the right to buy.
But Hackney, all of those councils have categorically denied that this is true. They say it's complete lies. There's no evidence that there's any housing policy based on ethnicity and that you're completely wrong. Isn't that the case?
Well, we may have got Hackney slightly wrong at that particular stage.
So you got Hackney wrong? So you got Hackney wrong?
On that particular stage?
Yeah, so Hackney was it's wrong. Hackney have said it's wrong. The other councillors have said it's completely wrong and that it's peddling lies. We know that it's very easy to make people who don't necessarily have a great deal of information feel that things are blue when they're really green. It's brilliant spin, but it's dangerous, isn't it?
Despite this falsehood, the BNP totally deny being in any way racist. But I think they're polarising people and deliberately stirring division.
Why are you masking being a racist? Why not be honest about it?
Because we're not. Again, what does racism mean? No, answer to me. What does racism mean?
Let's do a black-eyed peas on you. Where's the love? Where's the love in your policies, man? There's no love.
There.
It's about hate. No, it's not. That ain't love. That ain't love. No, you love. Where's the love?
That's literally got to stop.
Stop. Okay.
I'm running massively behind that.
I think my mother would be incredibly shocked to see me speak to the BNP. My approach is, at the end of the day, if you don't hear these people, you can't deal with their lies, you can't build policies and ideas and practices that are going to truly engage people. And I think that's what race relations has to be about.
Many people think that anti-racism initiatives aren't as necessary as they used to be.
My view is we probably will get 5 or 6 elected.
But I think 13 far-right candidates standing at your local elections is a good cause.
If we get 8 this time round, next time, 4 years' time, we'll have the ability to stand 40 candidates. If that's the case, then we will take the council.
3 days later, the BNP